It's perhaps the greatest fraud in the history of the Silicon Valley tech bomb. This Sunday on 60 Minutes, we are investigating the failed biotech company Theranos. Stanford University dropout Elizabeth Holmes created the innovative blood testing company. Her startup was backed by a distinguished board filled with friends of former Secretary of State George P. Shultz. In 2 years, the company's value grew larger than Uber or Spotify at the time. Holmes was named the youngest self-made female billionaire in the world. But it all came crashing down after Shultz's grandson, Tyler, an employee at Theranos, helped blow the whistle.
I had a personal relationship with Elizabeth. She was close to my family, and I felt like she was deceiving my family and the public.
And almost every media outlet, including us here at CBS, bought into the Theranos myth.
She's on the cover of magazines. Inc. calls her the next Steve Jobs. Do you think the board of Theranos believed she could be also that kind of revolutionary leader?
Yeah, definitely. The board was completely sold.
Did your grandfather, George Shultz, think that too?
Definitely, yeah.
As her wealth and reputation soared, Elizabeth Holmes took on the trappings of power. She bragged bulletproof windows were installed in her office, and she traveled with a full-time security detail. Theranos employees told us they were closely watched and required to sign non-disclosure agreements, all reinforced, they said, by a threatening team of lawyers and private investigators. That's why when Tyler Shultz alerted authorities in the spring of 2014, he used a fake name.
Why did you come up with an alias?
I knew how seriously Theranos protected their trade secrets. I knew they would not take it well if they knew that I was talking to regulators.
Those regulators ended up closing down Theranos, and that drew the attention of the Securities and Exchange Commission and the FBI. George P. Shultz, in his first public comments about the Theranos debacle, praised his grandson to CBS News, saying, quote, for his courage and great moral characters. So we talked to a number of insiders of the company, and it's quite a story of deception that lasted many years.
Were the insiders fooled as well? I mean,
well, the interesting thing is many of them thought it's a good idea, the ability to take a pinprick worth of blood and be able to do these tests, but it never worked. And there was a series of deceptive actions that were taking place. And so many of them became disillusioned, tried to quit, were threatened, and that's all part of the story.
House of Cards. I can't wait.
Yeah. That's Sunday on 60 Minutes. Here from one employee who said Theranos knowingly sent patients test results that could be inaccurate. That's Sunday right here on CBS.
We, of course, will be watching.